The CEOs of several big utility companies were on Capitol Hill today talking with lawmakers about the impact of higher taxes on dividends. After the meeting, I talked with one of them, Thomas Fanning of Southern Company. I asked him what was his message to Congress.
Well, there's really a strategic message, and that is, in order to preserve the financial integrity of the United States, we need to move towards comprehensive tax reform. But in the meantime, there are two very important tactics that we need to consider that relate to the tax treatment on dividends and capital gains. The first point, we need to keep those linked. We need to keep parity, the tax rate the same between dividends and capital gains. And the second is, in order to encourage capital formation, job creation, and personal income growth for American citizens, we need to keep those rates as low as possible.
Mr. Fanning, do you think that you made a convincing case? Do you think lawmakers will listen to what you're saying and keep the tax rate on dividends where they are now?
I think we made a very convincing argument. In fact, I would say, generally speaking, we had a very sympathetic audience. Obviously, it's too early to tell what lawmakers will do between now and then, and in fact, what they'll do in the lame duck Congress. But it is clear that if we don't do something, the negative implications of the financial cliff that we all talk about would be terrible for the market and terrible for American citizens.
Let's just say that Congress is forced to raise taxes on dividends come January 1st. What will you do at Southern?
The dividend decision ultimately that is made by the board of directors is one of the longest term decisions that we make. It is my sincere hope that Congress, and I believe they will, I believe through constructive engagement, Congress will do the right thing, that we'll reach a comprehensive solution that includes keeping linked dividends and capital gains, the tax rates there, and keeping them as low as possible in order to promote a growing economy. I think we'll do that.
You are in Washington. You know, Fed Chairman Bernanke gave a somewhat pessimistic report about the economy today. From your perspective as a businessman, how do things look in your business these days?
Traditionally, the Southeast economy has been a little bit more vibrant and resilient than the rest of the United States economy. We continue to see that. We continue to see growth in the industrial sector. We haven't seen jobs created really since about 2007. But recently, we're starting to see the jobs come back. So that is a bullish signal.
If the Fed reduces interest rates so that they come down much lower, will you hire more? Will you expand more in your business over the next year?
Well, the Southern Company is the only company in the United States building what we call a 21st century generation portfolio. That is, we are leading the nation building new nuclear, 21st century coal, natural gas, renewables, energy efficiency. We've already committed $20 billion of capital to making that vision come to fruition. And in the process, we're creating over 250,000 jobs. My sense is we will stay that path in the future.
All right, Mr. Fanning, thank you so much for your time. Appreciate you coming on NBR.
Great. Thanks very much.